We want to determine the shaded area between the curves below. Note they're given in terms of y, x in terms of y, so we need to integrate this way. So we're going to need the top and the bottom. It looks like it's at -1 and 3, but we probably ought to solve just to make sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve for 10 minus, I'm just going to use x squared is equal to x minus 2 all squared. And that does give us -1 and 3 as it looked. So our integral is going to go from -1 to 3. Since this one is always to the right, we don't need to use a modulus or anything. So we'll just have 10 minus y squared take away y minus 2 all squared dy. So let's just do that on the calculator. So we're going to integrate, and we want a definite integral, and our limits we know are -1 and 3. And let's put this in with x, since the variable here is x. So we're going to have 10 take away x squared, and then we'll subtract from that x take away 2 all squared. We'll OK that, and it gives us 64 over 3. We're asked to determine the values of the real constants p, q and r if the equation modulus 3x plus 6 is equal to p modulus x plus q plus r is satisfied for all x between -2 and 3, but no other real values. Let's look at this one first. It's 0 when x is -2. And then it's going to go up this way and this way. We want this to follow this along this section of the curve, or this line, this section of line, but be different everywhere else. One way I can see of doing this is if we had a line through here, and our expression that we want here gives rise to something that does something of this nature, then it would be the same along this section. When x is 3, this is 9 plus 6, which is 15, so this would be the line y equals 15, and that would give us that r is equal to 15. It needs to come down here with the same gradient, so let's make p equal to -3. Now we need it to go through this exact point, so when x equals -2, we need p mod x plus q plus r to be equal to 0. And we've already said that we're taking this as 15 and this is -3. So we're going to need x plus q to be 5 when x is -2, so that means that q would be -3.